and then you just grab it. There you go, you're all done. Hi, my name is Ara Surenian. I'm business manager for production logistics at Rockwell Automation. So I'm going to provide a high-level demo of our new application called FactoryTalk Orchestration. This application was developed and is being launched this week to address a common problem when companies are adopting AMRs as part of their production workflows. And that is, how do I go about integrating these autonomous vehicles with the rest of my IT and OT systems? So traditionally, the means to which companies do that is they have their systems integrator who is installing all the different devices, the PLCs, whatever's necessary to support this new technology, to also write code that helps orchestrate all the movement, so that instead of basically telling the AMR it's time to do its work, where in the past it used to be a human being getting an order, a cart, a forklift, and moving the work to the line. Now we have AMRs that do it in an autonomous manner. And you need to have that link to your systems so it knows when to do the work. So at a high level. So what this system is designed to do is to provide a means to which an end customer, a systems integrator, can build these complex workflows in a much more efficient, user-friendly manner. And the way we do this is, first, the important thing to note is the system is IT, OT agnostic. So it can integrate to any IT system as long as there's a means to which it can, like there's a REST API or some way to communicate with that system. And then OT systems, be it OPC UA, WebSockets, COM drivers, any means to communicate, this system can do it in a very agnostic manner. So this screen here, what you see is the dashboard screen. It provides a high-level view of the operation where we have an embedded map, and that embedded map is showing the live AMRs executing their battery levels, whether they're missioning or not, how fast they're moving, and this is an actual digital representation of what's happening physically on the shop floor. So this view here is actually running the entire physical demo on the floor. The mission control screen is where all the different missions that are being executed, and a mission is that actual move of the material from point A to point B. It's showing all those missions. It provides a view of the current tasks that's being executed. It shows the sequence of tasks in which task it's at the present, with further drill down in terms of when it started and the activity log here. And this shows a broader view of the activity log. This shows the orders that are being executed. So this view is tied specifically to the beverage ordering demo that we have over there, which you'll see momentarily. It shows the status of the order that's being executed, and what succeeded. And then most importantly, we have our flow builder. The flow builder is a means that end users can build complex workflows in a very low-code, no-code manner. So it is built specifically with a bunch of these nodes that, in this case, is the Auto Fleet Manager, which is a Rockwell Automation product. The Auto Fleet Manager has these endpoints that this system can call within the fleet management system to execute a specific mission. So that's the HMI type panel that I think. So now you have a chance to actually change your order if you want, but you don't have to. You want Diet Coke. So now it's executing the order. So now it's received your order and it's moving over to the inventory location, which is over there. So because it's an AMR, it sensed our proximity, so it's adjusted accordingly so it doesn't hit anything. It's a very safe application. So it's going into position. So all of this work of the AMR is happening within the fleet manager that you can view over there on that map there. And you see the little yellow circle? That's actually the AMR. Now here, what it's doing is the robot arm is indexing itself. It's going to go place the empty cart back, and then it will go pick your drink order. And once it's done, it sets its interlock in place and passes the message on to the auto AMR to return. So probably want to go back there. You can see your Diet Coke is in there. So now it'll deliver it to you. And then you just grab it. There you go, you're all done. So the beverage demo, that entire workflow was built here using these drag and drop nodes. And I'll just scroll down and you can see the different nodes here. Function nodes, network, MQTTP, HTTP REST, requests, data related, writing, reading, parsing, PLC, OPC, UA. So all these can be dragged and dropped into an empty pallet. This pallet then can be sequenced based on the specific mission that needs to be executed. So here we're showing the demo of an end user scanning a name badge, selecting a beverage that they're going to order. That beverage order gets created in the ERP, which in this case is Plex ERP, where it's then dispatching the fulfillment of that order to the auto mission. The auto mission is then executing this specific workflow that was designed to perform that specific task. So what you can see here is a bunch of steps and sub-steps developed to execute a workflow, including exception handling and whatever is specific to that use case. The other demo you'll see is the Auto 1500-600, which is running between a Palletizer and conveyance systems. This one is a simpler demo because it's working back and forth between the devices, but all the handoffs between the auto AMR, the attachment on the back of the AMR, the conveyance system, the movement of the pallet back and forth are all being managed here. And then the sub-step of the palletizing system and all of its steps, moving inventory from one pallet to another pallet. That entire process was built with this very logical, intuitive workflow builder where every node is specifically defined to perform a specific task. And because it's a blank slate, it can be applied to virtually any situation where you have the need to automate your end-to-end processes. Any process where you're managing material to, through, and from the production line. Because the system is built on our optics, our FactoryTalk Optics platform, it also has all the embedded edge integration capabilities, plus the ability to build HMIs that can be put line side in an HMI panel to perform specific tasks like scanning a badge or selecting a beverage or manually dispatching an AMR. So again, in summary, This system was built to address a common problem in manufacturers, one where the challenge of integrating the system with the rest of the company's IT and OT systems, a task that's often executed by some custom program. By providing a system, we're able to democratize that process, provide something that's much easier to deploy, and making it easier, it drives faster time to value, and importantly, allows it to expand as more systems are adopted and changes invariably take place in the plant without the need to go back to a custom programmer to reprogram anything.